What's up, everybody? It's Kevin from Hydros Inc. And tonight I'm with some really good friends, guys. We have AC Gamer.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode.
We've got the lovely Carolyn. Whoa.
She's eating them up.
And we also have my good friend Warped Jester playing A-Labs.
Hey, everybody, welcome back.
And we also have someone who's not in the call, guys. It's Zeekstrom, the shaman, and she is lovely. Hey, baby. Hey.
Actually, that would be Zeitstrom.
Easy now, there, Kith.
That's German. That would be Zeitstrom.
Don't get your pixels on that board.
Zeitstrom.
Kommen Sie hier, mach schnell.
Oh, really?
In German, when you have the E and the I side by side like that, whichever vowel comes second is the one that EI is an I sound and IE is an.
He doesn't like me for some reason. I don't understand why. I nuke him once,
You just
and he's all over my...
You're not quite picking up all the time.
Yeah, I think you were just doing too much damage because I'm not really doing too much to this guy. These guys are red to me for the most part. Few of them are yellow, but yeah, I'm a
Now,
little...
how close are you to your level, brother? How close are you to your level?
I'm actually not that bad. I'm pretty close. I'm about 75% of one bubble left. So...
Oh, yeah, very good. So, yeah, we want you to level up quick. This is really good. It must be really good experience for you because it's really good experience for me too, guys.
It's good experience. It'd be even better experience, like you said, if you can use the headbands. The headbands give just enormous amounts of experience when you turn them in town. But don't you get a bad faction for that?
Only with the corrupt guards. The corrupt guards are bad faction, but you get good faction with the good guards in Kinos. But I hear that the corrupt guards, I think Bushido was telling me that the corrupt guards wander, and if they catch you out, they will kill you very fast. So they're very strong. Oh, yeah. So...
Had that happen on the live version years ago with A-Labs, because when I was soloing, I was killing the corrupt guards at one of the towers, because I could easily split them and kill them. And didn't even think about it. I just came walking through the main gate to do something and just got immediately cacked.
Yeah, see, that would suck. So, I mean, at what point do you want to stop? Is there any way to fix that faction by doing another quest, maybe, to counteract that faction?
Oh, I know there is, for sure. For sure. But that said... I mean, it really comes down to, like, I personally have never given two hoot nannies about it because I've never liked Kinos. I've never had any desire to have any life here, so I couldn't give a hoot less.
Yeah, and usually if you leave this continent, or this area of the continent, I should say, you don't really make it back here that often, to be honest. There's just not a lot of dungeons, not a whole lot of reason to come over here unless you happen to be a barbarian and you just have to go back to your home base to get your spells. Like, that's really the only reason you trek through the Karanas. It's a great place for soloing, though. I mean, awesome for druids, and I actually don't see too many necros out here. I think they like...
And necros suck anyway.
It's a good place. It's a good place to fear kite. I remember fear kiting in the Karanas with my necromancer quite a bit at lower levels. So, yeah, I mean, this bandit's gonna just wander right through our camp, isn't he?
Yeah.
What's up, guy?
Well, I'm fooling one right here. Do you think the necros, they tend to prefer zones that have smaller rooms, where they can actually do the most damage the quickest because they're able to kill so fast, versus these wide open zones where they actually have to go looking for the pools?
I prefer the wide open zones, man, because like I said, I did a lot of fear kiting, and with a zone like this, you really, if you can pull the mob, you can manipulate the mob by pulling them to a certain place and getting them away from their friends, and then when you start fear kiting them, you got them all by yourself. The zone's so big and so open that I did a lot in South Karana. I remember the Teshmal Knolls and stuff like that. So it's just a matter of manipulating the zones, and I really like to. I don't think I've spent a lot of time in Western Karana though, AC. To be honest with you, man. I mean, I really don't think I have. I remember doing this bandit camp before, but I think this is basically my only WK experience, except for that werewolf that we killed the other day.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just necros, but
unless you start...
It seems like you're all over space.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, man.
What was that? What did you say, Warped? I'm sorry.
I was just saying, I've never really played necros all that much, but I would think with fear kiting, you want to be more open space than you would closed rooms.
Well, the thing about a necromancer now, I had a friend, our guild leader, who would go down into the small rooms in Guck, in Lower Guck, and he would actually leave his not on purpose. He would fall asleep sometimes and leave his necromancer in the rooms, and the pet would just kill off everything that popped in the room. Just keep killing, and he would get experience all night like that, or until he went and leaked dead or anything like that. This was back when there was 51K modem, so he actually he liked that. He liked the closed-in rooms because his pet was so powerful that it would destroy everything in there. It handled a full pop and everything. So I can't really speak to other necromancers. All I can tell you is that my necromancer preferred wide open spaces. He loved the Karanas, so that's my experience.
Now, what about your druid? Where do you prefer to go with him?
Anywhere I can quad kite, man. But yeah, the druids also prefer wide open spaces. Like, I love South Karana. Right now, my druid and your shaman are in Eastern Karana, and I'm having a blast, man. We can cherry pick our mobs. We can pull them away from the other mobs so they don't socially aggro, and we're just having a blast, man. And we're really kicking a lot of butt in Eastern Karana right now, and I'm really looking forward to going to the Eastern Waste. Looking forward to going to Iceclad. I'm looking forward to going to Cobalt Scar. All these places are such good places for a druid to be. Even though Cobalt Scar is a little bit dangerous because of the ads, the fairy dragons that debuff you and stuff like that. That can be a pain in the butt, but it's still a fun zone, man. It's a fun zone to quad kite in. And I can't wait to do that with your shaman, because all I have to do is, you can help me by keeping me healed in case I do get hit. There's plenty of things that your shaman can do. And basically what I'll do is I'll just get them, where I can quad kite them, get them where they're stacked right on top of each other perfectly, and then run them around you, man. Run them around you in a big circle so that when they all die, your shaman will get get some of the experience. And I can't, I'm looking forward to sharing that with you, AC, because you're gonna get to see how good quad kiting experience is, man. So we're gonna have a blast doing that. And like I said, you might be able to keep me healed and save my life from when I actually do get tagged. And it happens, man. I've been tagged even when I became what I think of as an expert on quad kiting. I would get tagged still. I mean, if you do a bad circle, or if you get too close to the mob, or you wait too long to cast, you're gonna get hit, guys. And with the druid, if you're getting tagged by 4 big mobs, there's a pretty good chance they're gonna kill you. They're gonna take you out.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah.
You quad kite, make a wrong turn, then one of them tags you, manages to stun you. Good night.
Yeah, you're dead. So.
Yeah, I have to say, it is a different experience when you're running through a zone that everything isn't aggro to you automatically. Like dungeons is what I'm used to, and everything in that zone will kill you. But out here in the open, it's kind of different,
And that's the experience I have with my cleric too. Clerics are usually down in the dungeons. They're down in the hot spots, and like AC said, where all the mobs are hostile, and all the mobs want to devour your flesh like hot, juicy steak with A1 sauce. So,
Please,
wow.
Everybody
Talk
knows
about
the
graphic.
clerics are tasty.
That
Yeah,
was
they
hot
taste
right
like
after you said A1 sauce.
I thought he was gonna do the Hannibal
maybe
Lecter
Heinz
thing with the
57.
kidney beans.
That was waiting for.
Fava beans.
That's what it was,
Fava
fava beans. Jeez, that's disturbing.
In so many ways, on so many levels. Now, quad kiting does net you a nice, tidy profit, even with the extended downtime for a lot of regeneration. It really is a cost-effective way to go about making cash, so to speak. But like you said, you gotta be careful.
I remember Warped exactly what you're talking about. My cleric was first. I got him to max level before I started playing, and he didn't make that much money, man. I thought he was doing okay, but when my druid got up to where he was, even before max level, when I got him to where he was in, Cobalt Scar, man, he just made so much money. He became my money guy. He became the guy that would he twinked out all my other characters from then on, man. I mean, the druid just had he could make thousands of plat a day killing giants in the Wrath Mountains. Or he could I could go quad kite Wervins in Cobalt Scar for a few hours, and they would drop gems, and I'd walk away from thousands of plat over there. So he just made so much money, so ridiculously fast. And I never ported. I didn't port people. Sometimes somebody would send me a tell like, hey, I give you 100 plat for for a port to this place and this place, and sometimes I would do that, but usually I was out quad kiting, man, and it was just blast, man. Druids are so much fun to play, guys.
What'd you end up spending the money on?
Winking other characters. My druid, I remember his,
all the ladies.
Oh yeah, my druid still had leather pieces on some. Even at max level, he still had leather. I think on his legs, and you know, I mean, he had all this money, but I kept passing it down to like, I twinked out this ogre warrior. So I mean, I spent hundreds of K on him, man. I mean, it was ridiculous how much money I spent on him. He had the finest gear that money could buy. I remember, and it all came from the druid, man.
I want to say one thing there too. Is I've had people in the past. This is more of a past thing because this is an older game, but there are some people that would be just all up on your ass if you were a twinked character.
Yep.
And I just want to say I'm sorry, but if this character is twinked by me from another one of my characters, that means I've already done the time.
Yep,
I've already gone through.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been piss poor trying to make ends meet. And it's fun. It's fun once in a while to have a twinked character. It doesn't mean you're always necessarily going to do it. One of my characters was twinked. I had fun with him. Another character I created after the fact was completely opposite. I didn't give him or share anything with him, money or anything.
I know exactly what you're talking about, man. I mean, like I said, I twinked my ogre warrior out. I twinked another couple of characters out. But it changed the game for me, man. It fundamentally changes the game at lower levels. And I remember actually making, I think it was a mage back in the day before the accident happened and I couldn't play any longer. And I did not twink him because I wanted to feel that challenge and that the exertion of raising a character up from nothing. So yeah, I mean, I know what you're talking about. But as far as twinking goes, guys, if you can do it, I have no problem with it. And in fact, I enjoy twinking out a character, and I can't wait. My first character that I'm going to twink is going to be a necromancer. When I start making money and I get the platinum, I'm not going to max twink him. I'm not going to make him super powerful or anything, but I'm just going to make sure he has some really good gear to start with because I'm really excited.
The one class is cheap and cheaty. Got it.
Yeah, exactly. I love my necromancer, man. I remember winning a lot of duels with him, and I remember kiting worms and stuff in Skyfire and in the Badlands and stuff like that, or the Burning Woods, and I just had so much fun with him, man. It was just an awesome character to play.
It's funny talking about winning duels with him, because did you guys ever see any of the actual class versus class duels, the official class versus class duels they had on Everquest server?
No, I see they still have those.
I would like to. Oh.
They were fun. They were really cool because they'd have these competition events where they'd have wizard versus wizard or bard versus bard or whatever. For example, for a warrior versus warrior, they had a dedicated cleric run by GMs, and the warriors would just basically knock it out, duel it out. But one of the worst, most painful duels to ever watch was the finals of the Necro versus Necro. Because all they did was
fear,
pop up, drop a dot, feign death.
Oh.
Or leech life and then sit there for a little while. It was the most longest drawn out duel I've ever seen.
I enjoyed playing a dark elf necromancer as far as duels because I could hide. And hide, well, believe it or not, guys, is a big weapon, man. If you can hide, first of all, Fiend Death drops, they no longer target you. If you can drop their target where they can no longer target you, and then you can hide, it gives you a real big advantage until you decide to nuke or pull or do whatever you're going to do. But yeah, man, I mean, I thought that being a Dark Elf Necromancer did give me an advantage in that one regard. But my next Necromancer is definitely going to be an XR because of the regen. Regeneration for a Necromancer is like Dark Dragon says, sometimes it's like having crack. So, I mean, yeah, I'm definitely going with the XR. Their intelligence isn't that good starting out.
And as for
what about you, AC? What are you talking about?
The character you were talking about, the lizard. You want to go with the Necromancer on that one?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the XR Necromancer definitely because of the regen.
Yeah, for me, I mean, we've pretty much played all the classes that I really want to. We have a full roster of characters on our account right now that we do together. So I got all the ones that I want. I do want to play a little bit more of my Shadow Knight, try to get him up a little bit higher so that I can do a little bit more pooling, because I absolutely love it. It's been way too long since I've been playing this guy, and I can't wait till I get Feigned Death and we can actually go up there and start pulling some really hard mobs. Because we have these guys down here, the 3 that are up. We have 4 actually that spawn, but we managed to break the camp a little bit. If I had Feigned Death, I'd be able to pull this so much easier, but unfortunately, the only way we're going to have to do it is with the root pull that we did last time. When you guys are ready, if you guys have power. If not, we can wait and I can pull other ones in the meantime. Okay.
There is one more. You've got a gnome.
Yep, I just was making sure that our cleric had a decent amount of power.
And white.
There is one more class that I was looking forward to play for, and that's the wizard. I want to make a dark elf wizard eventually too, besides the necromancer that I haven't made. So, yeah, I definitely want to make a dark elf wizard.
You're
that's just
picking the wrong race, but you know,
no. No, they start off with higher intelligence than gnomes, dude.
Okay, when you guys are ready, I'm gonna go with the
lies.
The one on the far
I'm
right.
kidding.
Lies.
This time I'm gonna get the bandit at the back, guys. Seriously. Okay, so whenever you're ready, I'm ready now, man.
I got the guy on the left.
All right,
Okay.
3, 2, 1, pulling. Here they go. Now I am gonna run it straight up. I probably shouldn't have ran right towards the group.
My route went off a little bit too early, and I ended up pulling their interests.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can.
There we
go. Jeez,
I
man.
made sure not to touch her, so she was very easy to pull off.
Thankfully,
this was staying right in the middle of it.
I was gonna say, thankfully, the shaman.
This is how clerics pull.
Oh, by sitting down, yo.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm just pulling this guy back a little bit and rooting him again.
Oh, he resisted.
Wow.
Nice.
Root failed.
Let me know if you need help. I'll go over there and get him.
Got him.
Very good, Pat. Very good.
Nice.
I'm
Nice
loving
job,
it.
guys.
Starting to really
Who's a
love
good
my
pet?
son.
Who's
Yeah,
good pet?
You're a good pet. You're a good pet. Yes, you are.
Who's a good pet? I like him because he kicks ass and he's small, just like me.
Yeah, and he keeps aggro really well. Like, I don't even have to worry about taunting with that guy. Now, at some point in the future, that's going to pose a problem when I actually want to keep aggro, but for now, that's perfect.
Just tell me. Just tell me, and I can turn his taunt off.
No,
So,
I want it
yeah,
on for
The
now.
other thing too is that depending on the situation, this is actually one of the things I really like about the mage, and this is actually something I've kind of been jealous of being a wizard. Is the mages in a certain level range, they kind of catch up with wizards in terms of the spells they get or the damage they can do for nuking. Then, in addition to having those pets, but I like the versatility of a mage and the fact that when you're in a small group that's incomplete, you lose a tank for the evening, you pull up your earth pet. You lose your DPS for the evening, you bring up your water pet.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. They're very utilitarian in that kind of sense that you can pretty much do any role that you need. You're not going to do it very well. You know, they're not going to do nearly as much as a necro or a rogue, but they can still hold their own, which is nice. You
We're
don't
also
really find that in
very
other classes.
totalitarian. We're also very totalitarian because we're for the proletariat.
Well, I also like the fact that since they can summon stuff, I can tell Kithis to get in the kitchen and make my damn dinner.
And I don't mind either. I like summoning the bandage because you get a stack of 20, guys. So I actually used some tonight, and so that's good. I know we get to summon chainmail, and we get to summon leather armor later. We get to summon better weapons for our pets, and that goes up and stuff like that. So yeah, the mage class is definitely a lot of fun.
But all that stuff will disappear when you go linked, right? Or you log off?
It does. You have to be really careful with because you can summon these bags that are you gonna hit me? Oh, thank you so much, lady. I really appreciate it. But yeah, you summon these bags and they have weight resistance on them, or weight reduction. I'm sorry, weight resistance. Yeah, resistance to weight, guys.
Yeah, you just gotta be very careful not to log off with stuff in those bags. So I've done that a couple of times where I had some heavy items I really wanted. Luckily, nothing critical, but ones I really wanted, I forgot, logged off, and bye.
Or go LinkedIn. I mean, if you lose connection, you'll lose it too. So that's rough.
I know. I played my mage to a high level on live, guys, and live actually worked that problem out. You could go LinkedIn and you wouldn't lose your stuff. So they did work that out. I'm not sure if
no, it's not on this one.
No, yeah, so
they fixed it to the point on live where. Go ahead, man.
No, you go ahead, brother. I'd say what I had to say.
I was just gonna say on live they fixed it to the point where you could go, link dead during a group and actually log back in, and still be in that group. So that was kind of nice. Your character would stay there and not necessarily be kicked out. They gave you what was it, like 3 minutes, 4 minutes to get back in before it booted you out, but you wouldn't take damage, you wouldn't die, which was a nice little buffer zone because in the old days, if you lost your connection, your character might decide that, I feel like running today, and he would run off into the zone somewhere and end up dying. And you would have no clue where your body was. You would just log in and you'd be dead. You'd be back at your bind point, and you'd be like, great, now I have to go find a Shadow Knight or a Necro to, summon my corpse or find my corpse, and it was a nightmare. So, what was your worst case scenario when you died? Did you have anything really bad?
No, but I remember about Classic. I remember that people would tell me I would go link dead, and I remember that I would come back and people would tell me that the computer actually did better than I would have done if I was my character. The computer would take over the character and they would just kick the crap out of whatever they were fighting, man. I mean, it actually happened to my druid one time, fighting a hill giant and stuff like that, but usually the hill giant would win if I went link dead. But I mean, a guy told me that I just kicked the crap out of a hill giant, kept nuking it, kept rooting it, all kinds of whatever spells I had up. So yeah, I just think that's cool, man. Back in Classic, the computer would take over for you and usually do better than you could do with your character. It's just funny.
I actually had some people yell at me because when I was playing my monk, I got charmed by a mob. And my friend was like, dude, why is your monk kick our ass so much better than you do when we're playing together?
Yeah, it's just interesting. It's just one of the many quirks that I love about Everquest, and why Everquest is still one of my favorite games. And every once in a while, you'll go through a zone and you'll see the mobs fighting each other, and I just think that's such an awesome touch, guys. When you have mobs fighting each other with no players around, and you come up on to see that stuff, you know that the game's been well designed. But anyway, guys, I think I'm going to call the episode here. Guys, I want to say thanks for watching. Guys, go check out Warp Jester Gaming. He's got a lot of great videos. Check out AC Gamer, of course, man. The man, the myth, the legend, one of my best friends. And guys, until next time, we will see you in the next video.
Oh, jeez.
Scribby.
This is not going to end well.
Oh, did you pull the brigand?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, should we run it? I mean, I don't know if we can take her.
I can see if I can try to root her.
Oh, yeah, she's crushing my pet, dude.
Yeah, I don't know if we can do this.
I'm going to try and root her.
If it goes down badly, you guys just root it and gate or run.
Root not taking.
Betting as fast as